disappears to the dreamers, the seekers, the wise. Crystal lavender will reach in the skies. Arrow and starlight will always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet gentle tune.
Hello, hello, welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you are watching this video. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose, and I am your host, Crystal Lavender. Some people know me as Crystal or Criddle, like Riddle with the C. Other people know me as Nacho Mama, but I'm going to go with my God-given name, which is Crystal Lavender. So, hi, welcome in, welcome in. So we are going to do an all signs, you versus them, okay? And before we get started, we are going to talk about this. This is me book. This is my book. There are others like it, but this one is mine, okay? This is my book. It is called Say You Love, and it is a testimony of triumph over the darkness of childhood, SA, and addiction, okay? And I wrote this whole entire book using my phone and some paper. I would do a talk to text, and I would talk into my phone. I would write stuff down, and then I would talk into my phone, and then I'd go back in and edit it. And I did the whole entire process, including getting the cover done and all of that, all from the safety of my phone. So for any of you out there that think that you need some fancy schmancy laptop or some crazy software in order to do something like that, you absolutely do not. All right. And I share my story very loud and very honestly because there are people that are dying in silence. They're sitting there suffering in silence. So I will not remain anonymous so other people are comfortable. Okay. I'm very loud. I'm very loud about my recovery. Like, hi, my name is Crystal and I am almost 4 years into sobriety. Okay. So all of that stuff will be in the description box of every single one of my newer videos. I didn't have a book back in the day, so it's not in my older videos, but it is in all of the newer ones. So that'll be down there. All right. I love you guys very much. My son is texting me, which is weird. Hold on real quick. I don't know what's up with that. I usually have it off. I already started. He's like, can you talk for a minute? I'm like, I'm going live right now. I'm so sorry. Sorry for the disruption, guys. It's my son though, so sorry, not sorry, not sorry. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna do a you versus them. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Aries man, aka Siva. Woo woo. FG, what's up? Jennifer, not Jenny. Mama Beans. Hello, hello. Yay. All right, so we're going to do a you versus them, all signs. All signs. It's like my voice only seems to act up when I'm getting on here. Hi, Emily. But I guess I don't really talk too much, like I don't really talk too much throughout the day. So I guess I don't really know what my voice sounds like until I start talking. Okay, so we are going to go from Aries to Pisces. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day or evening wherever you're at in the world. Sorry I was late today. Thank you so much, FG. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. So my mom's wife hand made me this deck, this beautiful handmade deck. She colored all of them. She colored them herself. They are a major arcana deck, but she colored every single one of these herself. And they're absolutely beautiful, and I love them so much. So we are going to incorporate these into our readings. Super exciting. All right, you versus them. And we're going to do this if you're If you are a Aries, if you are an Aries male, if you resonate with being a male and you are wondering about your significant other, we're going to do a you versus them. And then we will do as Aries female, if you resonate with being a female and you're wondering about your significant other, we'll do an Aries female. All right. So we're going to start. I have stuff all over the place. My bad. I was totally not prepared for this. Prepared, but not prepared. Give me a second while I get my life together over here. Yeah, wife band. My mom's wife band. Julie Bully. She's amazing. Get my life together. My cards in the group. My poop in the group. My ducks in a row. All right. My ducks are quacking. Aries. Aries male. All right. You versus them. What do we got? This is an energy check-in. If you resonate with being a male, I don't care if you are in a female body and you like resonate as being male energy. This is all about energy. Okay. Excuse me. You versus them. One, two, three. 1, 2, and 3. So Aries, it looks like you're waiting. You might be waiting to hear from this person. You might be waiting to see them. Like you know that your ships are coming in. It's like you almost expect them to show up or turn up at any moment now. But you're having a little bit of doubt about it. You know, like you're wondering if you're good enough, or if the reason why, like you might be filling in the blanks yourself in your head of the reason why they're not reaching out, or might be thinking, you know, like you're having a little bit of negative self-talk here. But you're trying to remain like respectful of yourself. Like maybe you haven't reached out because you are trying to respect yourself, like something about respecting yourself. What is your major arcana? The Wheel of Fortune. You want things to move in the right direction. You do feel that luck is on your side. Like you might just get lucky. Like you might just get lucky and this person might reach out to you. You could be dealing with a Gemini or another Aries. We have 2 Aries cards on here, but this is your energy. This is you. So you could have Gemini in your chart. You want this to turn. You want the wheel to turn in your favor. You know, you want your luck to to turn with this person. You kind of feel like you are lucky. You're just working on self-respect. There's a little bit here that's like, well, I'm not reaching out to them. They're going to have to reach out to me. But and if that's the case, then that's holding you back. Like you're either holding yourself back from reaching out to this person because in some way or another you feel like you'd be disrespecting yourself. You're trying to hold the respect for yourself, and you feel like reaching out to them would be disrespectful to yourself or disrespectful to them in some way. So you're trying really hard to hold yourself back. You know, but all of those are like nothing is really stopping you. All right, if you look at this person here, they're bound, right? But they have the key to release themselves. You could release yourself from this at any point in time that you want. Any point in time you could release yourself from this. You do have a sense of like that the cycle's over with the Wheel of Fortune being in the upright. Like you do have a sense that, you know, that it might be complete, whatever the lesson was that was between you guys learned. And you're trying to decide if you need to write like a new contract with this person, or if there's, you know, anything left to go on, or if it's really truly over. But it feels like you're holding yourself back from reaching out to this person. What do they got going on? They have they are there they have no direction. This person lacks any sort of like stability. Like they are kind of all over the place. They're really ambitious with the Knight of Swords and the upright, and you've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. So this person is like, they have no real idea of where they're going or what they're doing. They might procrastinate a lot. They're very self-limiting, like they limit themselves a lot. Like they might give excuses all the time for why they're not reaching out, or why they're not being successful, or why their life is a hot mess. It's like, it kind of feels like this person is on the hot mess express train. You know, and they could be recovering from some sort of financial loss or spiritual loss. Like they're spiritually they're in spiritual poverty. It's like they don't have the same amount of awareness as you do as far as like the spiritual realm goes. It's like you're the teacher. This person just feels real lost. You know, they don't think that there's any sort of alignment there. They don't really have their options open, but they lack personal value. Like their value is tied up in other people's opinions of them, you know, of the world, a world's opinions of them. Let's see what sort of major arcana card we got for him. Oh, the Devil. So they could be in active addiction of some sort. They could be trying to alleviate their spiritual emptiness with outside sources. It's like there's no such thing as an outside solution for an internal problem, and they're really, really searching for an outside solution for their own internal problems. So like, I feel like you were a teacher to this person. You were absolutely a mirror to this person, but they are definitely lacking like the spiritual awareness. It might be really frustrating to you. Like, I feel like you get really frustrated with this person. It's not that you don't love them, like you definitely have love for them, and you might have actually really super been in love with them at one point. But you would like to see them to pull you would like to see for them to pull their head out of their butt. You know, it's like, can you get a clue? You know, this person is spiritually lost. What else can we get for the Aries male collective? Don't make any impulsive decisions. All right, we got the Devil card twice. So whatever sort of toxic demons was attached to this person before, they have not worked on it whatsoever. Rather it be a toxic mindset, toxic patterns, an addiction, alcoholism, like just trying to fill their time with unnecessary chatter. It's like this person doesn't know how to be themselves. It's like when they're with themselves, they are lonely, bored, irritable. So this person is in bad company when they're with themselves. So they have a long ways to go for healing. All right. A long ways to go for healing. And I think you kind of know that. You know that. That's why you're stepping back and refraining from reaching out to them. It's like you respect yourself enough to know that as much as you love them and as much as you want better for them, it's like it's better for you to just not do that. All right, let's go to the female collective. Sorry guys, hold on. Aries females. If you are a female Aries, you resonate with being a female. Let's get the energy check in. I mean, and this isn't the set in stone. This is just the current energy right now. All right. So if you are a female Aries, let's do an energy check. You and them. Well, you guys are both on the same page with it not being over. On your side, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And on their side, they have the Death card in reverse. So that is, and those were both the first cards out. Like I pulled 3 for each of you. And yeah, you absolutely don't want it to be over. You don't want it to be over at all. I feel like there's been some sort of public humiliation of sense. Like they did something that, with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands in the reverse here, I feel like they did something to like almost public. It's either you or them. Like maybe you made a fool out of yourself publicly, you know, and you don't know if you are going to be able to save face from that. But something about this feels like it was in the public eye. Feels like it was in the public eye for sure. And there's a lot of resentment here. Like you might hold on to a lot of resentment for whatever happened. But there's absolutely the desire to reconcile. You really want to make an amends with this person. You know, you want to try it one more time. It's like, can we give this one more shot? Can we give this one more shot? But it feels like there's a lack of confidence in your situation. Like you lack, like there's definitely doubt that it's going to work. That there's definitely a sense of not going to work. Okay, FG, I will absolutely I'll check my email. That's cool. Yay. What is your major arcana? The Chariot? So you would like to move, you would like to this to move, you would like it to move forward. You either want it to move forward or just get over it. It's like you want it to shit or get off the pot. It's like, can we have some sort of movement, whatever it is? It's like it feels like you're stuck in limbo, you know, with this person, and you want there to be forward movement. All right, this person is in the same boat as you are with the death card in reverse here. They absolutely do not want this to be over, but they also, it's like this person's absolutely mirroring you. They are acting like it doesn't bother them, like this lack of contact doesn't bother them, but it absolutely does. Like that's a front. And they're worried that no amount of work is actually going to work. It's like they don't feel like the like anything that they do isn't going to be good enough. Or no matter how hard they try, it's just not going to work. It's like they're trying to move forward. They're trying to act like it's okay, that everything is good in their world. They have a little bit of ego here. Like something about this definitely hurt their ego and their pride. Yeah, they're trying to hold on. They're trying to hold on. They're trying to be strong about this situation. They're trying to appear as though they have it all together, that it's not bothering them whatsoever, but it is absolutely it's absolutely bothering them. They didn't want it to end either. You guys are definitely mirroring each other with energy here. You know, but there's a lot of conflict. It's like it feels like no matter what happens, no matter who says what, it's like you could just say hi to them and it's like it turns into a full-on blowout. They bring up stuff from like 3-4 years ago. And yeah, trying to have that. I think you guys are both trying to reach that final decision. You know, is this really over? Is this really over? Are we going to move forward or not? It's like having that final judgment. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Virgo. Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Leo. That's one of my theme songs too. You Can't Bring Me Down. You wouldn't know Charles. You wouldn't know crazy was Charles Manson was eating Fruit Loops off your front porch. So yeah, you guys are both mirroring each other. This person is trying to keep their stuff together, trying to act like, you know, that it's not bothering them, but it is bothering them. They're worried that no amount of work is going to be able to fix it. They think that you guys just argue, that anytime that you're around each other, it just turns into an argument. But they didn't want it to end either. You didn't want it to end, and they didn't want it to end. All right, let's go on to the Taurus collective. Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Let me change the banner. Hi, Taurus. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you're watching this video. We are going to do a you versus them, all right? And we're going to do it a little bit different. Like, we're going to start with if you resonate with being male energy. I don't care if you're in a male body or whatnot. If you resonate as being a male, we're going to do male, and then we're going to do female, all right? So this is for the male Tauruses. I'm going to do an energy check-in with you. We'll do you versus them. Oh, so Taurus, you feel like there's like secrets, or you're being secretive, or like you feel like somebody's being shady. Like, so for some reason you do not trust this person, but you don't know if it's your intuition or if you're just being paranoid with the high priestess in the reverse. You feel like there's like some sort of hidden secrets. There's something going on behind the scenes that you aren't sure about, but you're not sure if that's actually, if you're picking up on if that's your intuition picking up on something, or if that's just your you know insecurities, or the monkey chatter that is in most humans brain. Most of us have that monkey chatter, right? Well, one of the ways that you could tell is if it comes from here. It's like, does the feeling come from here, or is it all from here? If it's all from here, then it's probably just the monkey chatter. If it's an actual gut feeling, like there's a not just the noise in your head, but an actual feeling, then your intuition is probably picking up on something. With the Page of Swords in reverse, like, you absolutely don't trust this person. You don't trust the situation. And no matter what, no matter if you are, hi Irene, no matter if you are picking up on something, if you are picking up on it like intuitively, or if it's just your insecurities, either way, there's an issue there. Either way, that needs to be addressed. The Moon card, you definitely feel like there's some sort of secrets. You definitely feel like this person is being secretive, or they're hiding something. But guaranteed, whatever's done in the dark will be illuminated, okay? Will be illuminated. Hi, Irie. Sorry I missed your call. I will definitely call you back as soon as we are done here. Are you okay? Everything okay? So yeah, you feel like there's something iffy. You feel like there's some sort of deception, or that they're being secretive. But guaranteed, whatever's done in the dark will be illuminated, okay? Will be illuminated. Oh, eat something, Siva. I appreciate you so much. You do so much for the tarot community, and you're such a kind soul. Like, you are always on. It's 3:30 in the morning and you're on, and you'll be on, like, I see you all the time. So you put in so much dedication. It's amazing. So yeah, you feel like there's definitely some sort of something being hidden from you. Um this other person is exhausted. They feel like they're exhausted. They are definitely ready to walk away from this situation. Like, they feel like it's over. They feel like their wish their wish did not come true. Wish is not granted. That they aren't really happy with this situation. It feels like there's a lot of codependency here. Like, this might have been a codependent attachment, but they feel burnt out. They feel tired. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to try to fix it. It's like they don't feel like there's any point in fixing it. It feels like this person is just done with the Tower card. So something might have happened completely abrupt and unexpected, that this person doesn't want to fight it. They don't want to build this tower again. Like, especially, okay, if this person has been like, if you've been accusing them of being shady, with this, like, you feel like they're intuitively, like, being deceptive, and this person has absolutely done nothing, then they're absolutely sick of you accusing them of doing stuff, okay? They're absolutely sick of fighting about it. They don't want to fight about it. They don't feel the need to fight about it. Like, this person's energy is very much like, it is what it is, not a wish fulfillment. There's no inner joy. They don't feel like there's any fixing it. Now, if your intuition is and spot on about this person, like, either way, they're like, okay, I'm done. Like, okay, you caught me, I'm out. Like there's no point in hiding it no more. But I kind of feel like you are accusing them of things that they haven't done. And you might be letting your insecurity get the best of you. Okay. All right. Now, if you are a Taurus female, if you resonate with being a female, I don't care if you're a female body, whatever. The energy is energy. You can resonate as being a divine feminine or a divine masculine, depending on the situation that you have going on in life. Like a lot of times, like I have definitely resonated with being masculine. Like I have a lot of masculine tendencies, you know? So it doesn't matter if you are male or female, it's just a matter if you resonate with being female or not. All right. So this is for the feminine collective. We're doing energy check-in. You versus them. All right. So you absolutely feel like there's unfinished business with this person with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You feel like there is unfinished business with this person. You would absolutely love to get back together with them, but you're trying to keep yourself busy. You're like just being busy with your hands so that you don't have to sit with your mind. But there is definitely unfinished business. Unfinished business for sure. What sort of major arcana card can we get? The Star. So you have a lot of hope for this situation. You haven't lost faith that there will be a comeback around. You still have a lot of faith that you guys could work this out, that you guys could put the work in together. You know, you know that it's going to take a whole lot of work, but you have a lot of faith. You are holding the vision. You know, you are definitely um pursuing peace, pursuing grace, like trying to work it out. Like you have a lot of hope for this situation. This person doesn't want to fight. They don't want to fight. They don't want any sort of drama. They don't want to fight with you. You know, and they're not sure that they can put the work in. It's like this person kind of feels the opposite of what you do. It's like they feel like that there is no point in working towards it with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like it kind of feels like, well, if you would do things my way, if you would only do it my way, then it would all work out. It's like it kind of feels like this is one-sided. You know, the hope is definitely one-sided over here. It's like it would work out if you just listened to me or if you just did things my way. And they have the High Priestess. So they feel like intuitively, they feel like there's a lack of work, a lack of there being something to work on. Hi, Sadai. You know, and they're just trying to not think about it. I feel like this person just doesn't want to think about it. Like they don't want the conflict. They don't want to feel bad. They don't want this running in their mind 24/7. They absolutely do not want to fight with you. I don't think this person knows how hopeful you are about this situation. I don't think they fully understand. Like you guys might speak two totally different love languages. So make sure that you're actually communicating how you feel with this person if you get a chance to talk to them. If you end up in communication with them, don't leave anything up to imagination. All right. Like I think this person needs very, very clear, direct communication because they're running on imagination. They're filling in the blanks themselves, and they're coming to a conclusion that you don't care or that you don't want it or that there's no point in working on it. So I definitely feel that there is a lack of communication there. but there can be a rebirth to this situation. You guys can, there could be a reckoning, an awakening, rebirth. I think you guys could work on this, but it's going to take a lot of work, like a lot of actual like work. You know, but the 10 of Pentacles, I just cut to the 10 of Pentacles. You guys absolutely can work on this. I just think that there's like some sort of miscommunication or misalignment there that needs to be worked on. All right. SoCal. Sending love out to SoCal, that's for sure. Let's go to the Gemini collective. Gemini. So later today, I'm going to talk about my life story, like what brought me to where I'm at here, like the things that I wrote about in my book. It's definitely not going to be as not tarot and definitely trigger warning, but I'm going to talk about my story and why you guys are so important to me, like why being here means the absolute world to me. All right, Gemini. So we are going to do a you versus them check-in, Gemini, and we are going to do a separate male energy and female energy. So if you resonate with being a male Gemini, this is for you. And then we'll do the female. So male Geminis, you versus them. This is just an energy check-in, like in the moment. You know, nothing is written in stone, okay? Things can always change. You and them. So I feel like you are trying to not beat yourself up over this situation. Like you might feel some sort of like despair. Like I feel like saying despair, but there might be some sort of serious like sorrow that you've been trying to get yourself out of. You know, you don't want to fight with this person, you don't want to fight with yourself. It's like you're fighting your depression about it. You want things to be put back into order, put back into place. It's like things are, you feel like they're completely out of order. Like somehow or another everything got all discombobulated, you know? It's like you feel like like someone's head got screwed on the wrong person or something. It's like you feel like it's not the same person or they aren't the same person. Hi Jasmine. You know, but you absolutely feel a very strong connection to this person. You know, it could be driving you crazy. This connection might be driving you crazy. You could be wondering if you're in your head if it's real or not real. That could be why you're so conflicted. Like I just feel like there's like this inner conflict, you know. Are they my person or are they not my person? Like am I making this up in my head or is this really happening? It's like this is a very significant, like either it's a catalyst for your spiritual growth and awakening, or this could be you feel like they are your divine partner, you know, but for whatever reason you guys aren't together right now and it's driving you absolutely insane. And especially if you feel like you're going through that twin flame connection, because that's the twin flame card. To me, I don't necessarily feel like twin flames are there to be romantic. Like romance is definitely a possibility, but it feels like twin flames to me feel like divine life like divine lab partners. You guys are both here to awaken each other and to spread your knowledge and your vibration on, like you awaken them and they awaken you. You do the inner work, they do the inner work, And it's not necessarily supposed to be romantic. It can be, but it's not supposed to be. But these type of connections can make you do things that you would never expect yourself to do ever. Ever, ever, ever. Never in the never, ever, ever. Would you consider the type of crazy stuff that you would do for this type of connection when you feel this? And it could also be platonic as well. But you like this connection is driving you crazy. You feel insanely attracted to this person and you don't know why. Like it almost feels like it's out of your character to be this attached to something that you feel is like, you're like, what is the point of this? They definitely don't feel like it's over. They feel like there's unfinished business here. And they do have like a wanting, a yearning, but I feel like they're ignoring it. They're not putting in the work. Like they're ignoring it. They just want it. They just don't want it. They act like they don't want it. They act like they don't want it. Let me see what sort of major arcana here. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright. That's twice of the wheel. Like the Wheel of Fortune is both in the upright here. They're leaving it up to fate, to destiny. It's like, well, they are like, if this person is supposed to be like, they're like, whatever happens happens, whatever it's supposed to be is what it's supposed to be. But in the meantime, they're just like busy. I feel like this person is just busy. They might feel that it is, they feel like it's incomplete, but they're conflicted because one, the Wheel of Fortune came in the reverse the first time, and then the Wheel of Fortune is in the upright. So they have this back and forth battle going on inside themselves as well. It's like they don't know if it's destiny or not destiny. They don't know if they're making it up in their head or not making it up in their head. They don't know if it's worth it or not worth it. They would like to come together, but they're like not going to put in the work. And I feel like you're driving yourself crazy over this situation. You feel like you've been deceived, that your own mind is deceiving you, and you don't know what to do about it. All right, let's go to the female collective. Jeez. Twin flame, two fools, right? Dude, I've done some stupid stuff thinking somebody's my twin flame, man. Completely illogical, irrational. My logical mind is like, this makes absolutely no sense, but I can't stop myself from doing it. It's like, what in the actual F? All right, let's go to the female collective. If you are a Gemini female, you resonate with being a female. What do we got for the Gemini female collective? I am in Colorado. My mom was raised in Berkeley. I was born in Orange County, California, in Mission Viejo. All right, you versus them. So I feel like you're not seeing an opportunity. Like you're not seeing, look at this guy. He's staring at those cups and doesn't see the divine cup that's being handed to him. It's like um you're not seeing the bigger picture of what this connection is about, or what it's taught you, or what there is available to you. um don't use money as a weapon. I don't know who needs to hear that, but if you're using money as a weapon, don't do that. And if they're using money as a weapon against you, then that tells you some shit about them, you know. um but it feels like there's an opportunity that you are not seeing. Yeah, it even says lost opportunity right there. Missed chance, lost opportunity. It's like you feel like they're the one that got away. But I mean, if somebody is not in our lives, it's for a specific reason, you know? Like the universe is a massively powerful creative force that knows so much more than we do. Okay, like the universe sees conversations that we don't see, you know, like the rejection is protection. And if you are pondering about someone that got away, there's no such thing as them going away, like the one that got away. All right. It is yeah, not a coincidence. Everything absolutely happens for a reason. And focusing too much on the past is inhibiting you from noticing what is right in front of you, from being able to see the opportunities that you have available, the love that you have available. I feel like a lot of you have been in hermit mode, which is a good thing. All right, learning to be with yourself, by yourself, is one of the biggest blessings that we could have, man. Because how are we ever going to know if somebody enhances our energy or takes away from it if we don't even know our own energy? Like if we don't take the time to get to know ourselves and love ourselves, then we have no idea who is actually enhancing our lives, right? Like because we are so focused on being loved by someone else that that need for someone else loving us overrides our own love of self. And I feel like you have been on this hermit journey on purpose. It's been for a very good reason. You know, the person that the one that got away for a reason. And um I feel like there's an opportunity, there's a love opportunity right in front of you that you're not seeing, or some sort of other opportunity, a divine opportunity that you're just not seeing because you're so focused on those the what the coulda woulda shoulda. And I believe that you are in this hermit mode like on purpose. There's a reason for that. Like you'll come out of this so much stronger. You'll come down off that mountain like talking to God so much stronger, so much wiser. Like you'll have so much more understanding and awareness about yourself and the world around you. The person that you're dealing with, they feel like it's over. The 8 of Cups, like they've walked away. They've walked away. They are not indecisive about it. It's like they feel like they have come to the truth. They're not hiding the truth. And it looks like they don't really have anything nice to say about the situation. Whatever happened between you guys. They might have think that you said some nasty stuff. Like there might have been something that you said to them that they're just never going to get over. Um and that's the thing about our words, man. Like they say sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt me, and that is so not true. So not true. Sometimes words will go in your mind over and over and over and over and over again. You know, your bones will heal up. You'll almost forget that you ever even broke a bone. But something that somebody says to you, something harsh, especially. I mean, and there's a difference. Like I had to learn this one for myself. There's a difference between speaking the truth and it just, you know, being hurt as a byproduct of you speaking the truth, and then formulating truths in order to purposefully, maliciously hurt someone. And I feel like something that was said to this person, they've never gotten over. They've never gotten over. Yeah, and they got the Wheel of Fortune. in reverse. They feel an unsense of like incompletion. Like I don't think they liked the way things ended, but they've made up their mind. They don't feel like there's any point in continuing. All right. Let's go to the Cancer Collective. Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you are watching this video. We are going to do an energy check-in between you and them, all right? And we're going to do it a little different. We're going to do separate male energies and female energies. So if you are a male Cancer, and I don't care if that means you're in a male body, but you just resonate with being male, then we'll do that, and then we'll do female, okay? So male Cancers, let's do an energy check-in. We'll do you versus them. What do we got? Cancer rising. Nice. I have a Capricorn rising. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button on your way in or on your way out. It is a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me. Woo, Cancer. So you feel unfinished business with this person. You feel incomplete. You feel incomplete. You feel like you need closure. You're trying to put this burden down. You're trying to let it go, but a part of you just can't. Like you can't, like you feel like there's so many unanswered questions, or there's so much potential that never got fulfilled. You could be recovering from some sort of financial loss or like rebuilding your life back together, but you're trying to put the burden down. You're trying to release it. You're trying to let it go, but there's a part of you that just feels like that it's, like there was so much potential. But that's the thing about potential, is that potential is only potential until it's acted on. You have to actually put in the action. You have to put in the time. You put in the resources. I feel like you feel like you've wasted your time, but you don't know how to let it go. You don't know how to move on from it. You kind of feel like a lack of spirituality, like you feel a little bit if there is a spiritual loss. And you're with the high priestess and the high priestess, like you're trying to reach back in and tap back in and tune back on. Like intuitively, I feel like you feel intuitively that there's so much more that could happen with this. You feel intuitively that there's so much potential, that it could be so amazing. But there's like a lack of action here. There's a lack of action. Your person has the Fool in reverse, the Chariot, and the Five of Wands. So they could be the one that's not putting in any action. Either they're not putting in the action, or they feel like you haven't taken enough action. They do have a sense of conflict, like they feel like there's drama there, or there's some sort of conflict there. Or maybe there's just not enough movement. There's a lack of movement. Or maybe you guys just live really far away from each other or something. But yeah, with the Fool card next to the Chariot, it's like they feel like there is no movement, or they're not willing to put in the movement next to the Five of Wands. I love Shara. Shara is freaking amazing. So if you come here from Shara's channel, like, thank you so much. Or from just like, there's so many amazing readers in the tarot community. Like, it actually feels like a community, okay? And that is so hard to find Like, I love you guys so very much. It means the world to me. So yeah, this person feels like there's no movement forward. There's no reason. They either feel like there's no reason to move forward. They feel like there's too much tension, too much conflict. You know, they do have hope, or they did have hope. The star card, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Like maybe there's just a misalignment here. Like you think that they want you to let it go, and they think that you've let it go because there hasn't been any movement. So it's like they're, I don't know, like you guys aren't on the same page. You guys aren't on the same page at the same time, like pushing towards the same direction. It's like 1 minute you're into this person and they're not into you, and then they're into you and you're not into them. It's like it never seems to fully like click. All right. If you are a female Cancer, if you are a female Cancer, resonate with being a female. Let's see what we got. Energy check-in. Remember, none of this is set in stone. This is just the energy in the current moment. All right. Please remember to hit that little like button. Subscribe. Say hello. Hello. If you are a Cancer female. You've got the Moon in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in the upright. So you feel like this is over, and it's like you're losing sleep over this situation. You're losing sleep over this situation. I don't think it's any secret that you don't want it, like you didn't want it to be over, that this is a huge burden for you. You know, you get a lot of anxiety and worry, depression and fear. You can be really worried about this person in general. I feel like you're worried about their health. I feel like you're worried about their health and their well-being. This person could have tried to use like self-harm as a way of manipulation before. Like they might have threatened self-harm, and that is actually a form of mental abuse. Okay, that is not okay. um so you might be worried about this person, about what they're doing, about what they're doing with their life. Like I think you feel like they're extremely reckless, and like you're kind of like the glue that was holding this person together even remotely, because on this person's side they got the Devil card and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this person is absolutely like in their, they I don't know if they're in their villain era or like they just don't care, but this person feels extremely reckless. They feel like they give no f's whatsoever about who they're hurting, what they're doing, who they got to rob and steal to get what they need. It's like this person absolutely feels like they are in some dirt. Like this feels like dirty money, dirty energy, and I feel like you are super worried about this person. It's like you know that you like you can't be with them, you know, because it's hurting you at the same time, but at the same time like you leaving them is also hurting you. It's like you feel like you, like it's like a no-win situation. You know, this other person feels extremely reckless. They feel reckless. Yeah, reckless like a runaway Peterbilt for sure. You know, and you feel like you've done, like overall you got the Justice card. So like you feel like you've made the right decision, but it doesn't stop you from worrying about this person. You might have even had a court case with this person. Like there might be some sort of restraining order or like a domestic violence situation, like maybe you had to get yourself away from it altogether, and like making the decision that you had to make for yourself is super painful. Like sometimes making those decisions, you know, anybody that's ever escaped out of a domestic violence situation, like it is, everybody from the outside are like, well, why don't you just leave, why don't you just leave? Like if you knew how hard it really is to get away, you you would not ever say that to somebody ever again. Okay, but I feel like you have escaped this person. Like this person's energy is like they feel dangerous. Like this is a very reckless, dangerous, self-centered, self-fulfilling type of energy. And as much as you know that you've made the right decision, like it still really, really hurts you, and you're still really, really worried about them. But this person is still on their shit. Okay, they are still in that devil energy. and and they don't see the error of their ways. The hangman in reverse, like they don't see the error of their ways. They are not taking any sort of accountability whatsoever. Like they're probably blaming you, like, oh, you made me hit you, you know, if you wouldn't have said that, if you wouldn't have like spoke up with your fat mouth, you know what I mean, like your bitch ass mouth type of shit. Like I feel like this person is like real ugly, dude. Like this person has some real ugly energy. um and as hard as it was for you to get away, like I think you've managed to get away. So if you're wondering if this person feels any sort of way, like they have no illumination. They are not illuminated. All right. And if you did get away from a domestic violence situation and you got out of that, like I am super proud of you. All right. Don't go back to that. Like they'd have to do some serious um changing. I mean, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, but all right, let's go on to the Leo collective. Hi, Pam Bear. Hi, John Lee. Big brother. All right, Pam Bear. Right. Um, Leo. Leo. Woo woo, Pam Bear is here. Pam Bear, you are amazing. You are so sweet. Like in every like you're just like the mama of all the channels, you know? My little chickadees. All your chickadees. All right, Leo. Hi, Leo. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you are watching this video. We are doing an energy check-in with you versus them, okay? And we are going to do a male, separate male energy versus female energy, okay? One for each. So if you're a male Leo, this is for you, and then we'll do female Leo, okay? So male Leos, and that I don't care if that's, I'm not talking about gender, I'm talking about energy. So male Leo, if you're a male Leo, what do we got? You versus them. Whew. It feels like you are single and ready to mingle. It's like you've had enough, like whatever, like you feel like you were done wrong, that this person like ran with some shit, and they might have done some sort of like smear campaign or something, and it's like you're almost glad to be rid of them. It's like whatever's going on here, it's like you're glad to be rid of them, like you're ready to move forward. You know, you got the Hermit in reverse, the Justice in the reverse, and then the Ten of Cups in the upright. It's like if you were dealing with the past person, well, I mean, obviously if you're here for a you versus them, um It's like you're done with whatever is in the past. I also feel like this could be like somebody that you're interested in. But it feels like you're ready to mingle. It's like you feel like you've done the healing. You feel like you have let go of whatever you needed to let go of, and it's like you are ready to push forward with this 10 of cups. You're ready to push forward. You're ready to be committed again, or to find commitment. It's like you have done all the isolation. You've done all the hermiting. You've done the inner work. Like you're just ready to push forward. Yeah, I think that you've really opened your spiritual, like opened up to spirituality. Like you've been really focused on tapping into the divine, listening to the cues, following the signs and synchronicities. Or maybe there's somebody that this person that you've been interested in, like you've been waiting for them. You've been waiting for them to show up or to do the work, to catch up to you. It's like that you wanted them to play catch up. You wanted them to be on your spiritual level. But you're looking for long-term commitment. You're looking for long-term commitment. This person on this side definitely has their emotions in check. The temperance in the upright. Could be a Sagittarius. We got Sagittarius, we got Pisces, we got Virgo, we got Libra, and Gemini. But there's a lack, like it might be one-sided, or they feel that you're that it like they might not be as interested. They don't feel as connected, or they don't feel like you're as interested in them. They're trying to remain open. They're trying not to make any sort of emotional decisions. They're trying not to let their emotions drive the situation. They're trying to remain balanced and in control of themselves and their reactions. But the death card, the lovers in reverse, they feel like it's over. The past person, whatever this past person is, they feel like it's over. And I feel like you're glad to be rid of them. Like you're glad to be you've gotten to the point where you're okay with the situation. You've accepted it. You've accepted it. You're ready to move on. And it feels like this person has accepted it and they're ready to move on. Mojojo! Hi, Mojojojo! If you have not given Mojo a fala and a holla, go give Mojo a fala and a holla. Yeah, but it feels like you guys you've both come to an acceptance about this situation. Just ready to move on. Ready to move on. I feel like you guys could be cordial to each other. Like maybe you are staying cordial with each other. Um, like building a foundation of friendship. Like maybe it didn't work out as lovers, but you guys could be friends. But there's definitely an acceptance here. There's an acceptance on both sides here. Like it's just kind of like an is what it is. That's actually really good energy. That's really cooperative energy. Because a lot of times when we're always looking for the answer to why, that means that we aren't in acceptance of what it is, you know, because we need to justify it. We need to know why. We have to have some sort of answers, and that is being in denial of what it really is. And I feel like both of you are on the same page that um it might have hurt, it didn't work out, but it feels like you guys don't have to be ugly to each other, which is nice. Not every ending has to be ugly. Sometimes people can still be friends. Like, okay, like we're not for each other. Like, can we still be friends? It might take a minute, but I feel like you guys will eventually be able to be friends like that. Tanya. And I think that you guys are both in agreement with it. Like you both agreed that the separation needed to happen. And I think you guys are actually handling this really maturely. You know, like there's not a whole lot of name calling and screaming and, you know, pointing fingers and whatnot. It's like there's very much an agreement that it is not supposed to be like you all aren't supposed to be together. So you guys are very much on the same page there. All right, let's go to the female collective. If you are a Leo female. Leo female. Energy check-in. I feel like you heard something. You heard something about this person, or you might have heard about the Four of Cups here. Be careful of listening to outside influences or like rumors. Don't pay attention to the rumor mill, all right? You do feel like there was like a lost opportunity, and it's like you're not seeing the opportunity that is presented to you. It's like you have an opportunity, like the divine is handing you some sort of cup, but you're not quite seeing it. Or maybe some of you listened to the rumor mill. You listened to something that some sort of outside source and listened to them instead of trusting your partner, and you are not like you don't feel very happy about it. It's like you got the sun in reverse. That's the Leo card. So you guys kind of feel out of your energy, out of alignment inside yourself. But there's definitely something to do. Like you can see this. What are they doing there? They're in each other's ear, right? So you might have listened to some sort of outside something and ran with it, and you might be regretting that now. The strength in reverse is a Leo card in reverse too. There's definitely something that was said or that was rumored that wasn't true that maybe you jumped on that bandwagon with. This other person has the Justice in the upright, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Cups in the upright. So they feel like they got their justice. You know, like it feels very much like I told you so. You know, I told you I didn't do that, or I told you they was like that, or I told you your friend was da 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 da. It's like it feels very much like a like I told you so. It's like this person is like, well, you're missing out on me. You know, whatever happened here, it's like this person doesn't feel like they were in the wrong. It's like they felt like you were in the wrong, and they feel like they got their justice. It's like they especially if it was somebody, like if you took somebody else's word for something and you didn't trust them, and then that other person deceived you or something, and you found out that they were a jealous, envious like shit starter. Hi Jess, hi my therapist. If you haven't checked out Jess's channel, please go check out my therapist. What you guys got going on in here? Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. No, but she can't. I need some more bows. Yeah, so this person feels like it's over. They feel like whatever happened was justified. The Justice card in the upright. And they kind of feel snarky about it. It's like they're like, I told you so, you know? They almost feel like if you left this person for someone else or whatever, it's like they have very much this like I told you so type of attitude. All right, let's go to the Virgo collective. The RGO. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Da-da-da-da-da. Always reminds me of the of Mario Brothers. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo. Do do do. Ain't that the truth, Pan Bear? When you tell people to keep it on the down low, that just makes them more curious and determined to find out who it is, right? It's like, don't push the red button. I want to push the button. And I push the red button. I push the button. I am on Virgo. All right. So we are doing an energy check. This is just an energy check. This is not not the end all be all. This is like just the current energies, and we are going to do separate male versus female. All right. So if you are a male Virgo, we're gonna that I don't care. I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about energy. So if you resonate with being a male, okay. You versus them for Virgo, for the male Virgo collective. What do we got? Oh, this one's giving me an attitude. Like, no, we're not going to go together. We're not going to shuffle right. We're just going to have an attitude. Okay, then. Fine. Fine. Let's use this one. Everyday Witch deck. I need some more decks. I need some more decks. We all need some decks. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Virgo. If you are a male Virgo, energy check-in. You versus them. Oh, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Swords in reverse. So whatever it was, like you felt like it was a like this shattered your wishes, you know, whatever hopes that you had for this situation. You're like, I don't know, up at night wondering like what happened, why you're not good enough, what's going on. You're trying not to be restless and irritable and impatient, but it's like whatever happened, it's like you had a lot of hope. It's like false hope, right? It's like you felt like it could have been a dream come true, but then it was like, nope. The Four of Swords, like that's at 11:11. It's like you felt like that was that 11:11 card, and it got flipped upside down. So I don't know what happened here, Virgo. I don't know what happened, but it's definitely made you uneasy. It's got you up in your feels. You know, you're not, you don't see any movement forward. You don't see the direction, like there's no movement here. You don't know how to move forward. This person's got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So they feel like that was like bad luck. Something like, oh well, there's bad luck. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh no, this person feels stabbed. Something about stabbed. Something that happened like feels like they got stabbed. They're like they don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. I feel like both of you don't know what happened. Like this, like you don't know what happened and they don't know what happened. Have you guys communicated at all? Or are you guys filling in the blanks with your imagination? Yeah, you're real up in your head about it. I feel like you're real disappointed. You're real up in your head. And this person's like real disappointed and real in their head. But it kind of just feels like they're like, okay, you know, it is what it is. You know, rejection is protection. And yeah, this person feels like you ghosted them. Did you ghost them? Like they don't know what happened. This person doesn't know what happened. They don't know what to do about it. They're like trying to remain cool and optimistic. You know, they're putting off the illusion, you know, like, oh, it's cool, you know, but deep down inside, I feel like they definitely feel some sort of way. They feel attacked by this situation. They don't know what happened, but they're respecting it. It's like if you're not reaching out to them, or if they reached out to you and like you never responded or whatever, they're like, all right, cool, you know. They don't know what happened, but all right, cool. It is what it is. This feels very much like it is what it is. Maybe there's a miscommunication here or something. I don't know. Or they're filling in the blanks with their imagination. Either you're filling in the blanks with your imagination, or like you really thought something was hopeful or whatever, and then like something happened and that all crashed down with that 1111 card being in the reverse. But you're definitely not pushing forward with any movement. And this person is like, well, as much as it hurt, you know, whatever happened is what happened, and it might have hurt, but moving on. Like this person is moving on, not focusing on those spilt cups. They just felt like it was bad luck. Well, that sucks. I agree, Tanya. I love the collective. I agree with that, FG. I appreciate you being here. The blue car. I know. Every time that I'm like driving and like I'm like, wow, that's really pretty color. It's like always is this blue color. I'm like, wow, that's a really nice blue. And the more I say it, the more universe puts out more little blue cars for me to see, apparently, because I seem to notice them a lot. So yeah, there feels like there's acceptance. Like one of like it feels like if you're a male Virgo, it feels like you're kind of up in your head, you feel disappointed. Um, I don't know. And this other person kind of feels like stabbed. I feel like there's a little bit of a miscommunication there. All right. Female. I could. I could ask mom to make me some bows. All right, if you are a female Virgo, let's do an energy tap. Energy tap in. Energy check. And I'm not talking about gender, I'm talking about energy. So if you resonate with being a female, let's see what we got going on here. You want to lick it. Lick it like a lollipop should be licked. Came to my senses and I chilled for the bit. Don't know how you do the voodoo that you do so well. What's the spell? Hell, makes me want to shoot, 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 ba doop. Lick 'em like a lollipop should be licked. Hi, muscle machine. All right. Female Virgo, energy tap in, energy check. What do we got? This Four of Cups keeps coming out a lot. Feeling like Crying over spilled milk over here. Like, feel like a missed opportunity. Feel like you've done so much work with the Seven of Pentacles, tending to the garden, doing all this. It's like you have not reaped your reward or something. It's like you feel like you've put in a lot of work and didn't get the reward that you were hoping for. Like, it feels like your crop died out or the bugs ate it or something. It's like almost like that feeling of disappointment, when you go outside and like you've been super happy about planting a garden, and you've put all this time and effort into it, and then there's a huge storm that comes through and like the hail has completely demolished your strawberries, you know. It feels like there's definitely been like a lot of work put into something for for it to feel this bad. It's like whatever it is, it's like there's definitely a lot of focusing on, like, look, she's focused on all of them cups that are on the ground, focused on that spilt milk, crying over that spilt milk. Look at him, focused on all them cups that have spilt, focused on all them cups that are spilt, not seeing the love. Look at that sad girl back there trying to comfort this person, trying to show them love, and this that like ain't having it. Ain't having it. Sometimes people just don't see. You could give them a whole field of flowers, a whole field of roses, and all they'll notice are the thorns. And you got the star card in reverse, so you feel like there's no hope to the situation. It's like you've lost faith in it ever getting better. If you're only focused on them spilt cups, it only makes sense that the star card would be in reverse. You know? It's like I feel like you don't see the opportunities around you, or you don't see the opportunity that is around you, or the love that is around you, just focused on them spilt cups. But look at her, look how sad she is that you don't notice this cup. Look at that face. She's so sad that you don't see that cup, you know? So focused on that cup. So make sure that like you're looking around you, all right? There could be somebody that's trying to offer you help or trying to offer you a cup that you're not seeing, trying to offer you love that you're not seeing. Have you ever been in one of those situations where you're like you are really really interested in someone, or you're really into someone, and they're just completely focused on some douchebag, that hurt them, that broke their heart, and you're like, "But I'm right here, you know? I love you. I'm right here." And they don't see it at all. They don't want nothing to do with it, and you're like, "But I love you, and I've always loved you, and I'm right here. Like, why are you so focused on this douchebag?" It kind of feels like there's somebody on the outside of you that has loved you for a long time that you either don't see that way, or you just don't notice. Maybe you've never noticed that they love you like that. But I feel like you're so focused on some douchebag that you don't see this person that's right around you that loves you. This other person, I feel like they're out playing the field. King of Cups in reverse, like they play in the field. Excuse me. They have a sense of unfinished business with the Death card in reverse. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. We got Scorpio, we've got Aquarius. Excuse me. Jeez. But I feel like this person is out playing the field. They're being manipulative, emotionally manipulative. The King of Cups in reverse. You know, they are like almost taking their hurt out on other people. Almost taking their hurt out on other people. It's like they're trying to get over you by getting on top of someone else. It's like this person doesn't know how to handle this type of emotion. Jeez. Sorry. Death card in reverse twice. So if they're acting like they're all happy and they're like just, you know, happy go lucky, it's because they're trying to stuff those feelings aside. They didn't want it to be over. That's two times. Look, the death card in reverse, death card in reverse. Both of those are the death card and they're both in reverse. So this person absolutely didn't want it to end or doesn't want it to end. You know, but they don't know how to handle these emotions. So they might act really, really cold, like they don't care, because it's easier for them to act cold than it is for them to face the sadness about the situation, to face the sadness that they feel about the situation. Like they don't want to face it. They don't want to face it. So they're ignoring whatever it is that they feel, however strongly they feel about it. And they're just out there like not fully investing in anybody, which I mean is not fair. When we get into relationships, when we're just outside of a relationship, like if you've been with somebody for 6 years, 5 years, you know what I mean? You have no business trying to get into a relationship after 3, 4 months. No business whatsoever. You are absolutely not healed from a situation. And it's like this person is going to, it's like they're bleeding all over whoever comes in contact with them because they haven't healed from this situation. They didn't want it to be over. They're kind of salty that it is. So they are out there. Hurt people. So they're hurting people. And that sucks. But I feel like there's somebody around you that absolutely loves you that you are not seeing. Or you don't see how much this person actually really does want to be with you. Like if you guys are separated and like maybe they have not expressed the fact that they love you and want to be with you. They're just out there acting a fool, being emotionally manipulative with other people and probably with you as well because they don't know how to face those emotions. But there's definitely an opportunity around you. There's somebody that has a lot of love for you that's been kind of waiting for this opportunity, and it's like you just don't see them, or you just don't see them like that. All right, let's go on to Team Libra. Team Libra. Do do do. Hit them hearts in a circle. Hit those little thumbs. Say what up. Team Libra. Hi Libra, welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you're watching this video. We are going to do an energy check for Team Libra, and we're going to do the male and female separately. All right. I should have timestamped both of them. Excuse me. All right. So if you are a male Libra, and I'm not talking about gender, I'm talking about energy. This part of the reading is for you. You versus them, Libra. What do we got? So you feel that it was a burden. You're trying to let this burden go. You're trying not to be affected by it. Trying not to be affected or affected. You might have thought that there was something like something special there, you know? You felt like there was something special, like some sort of connection, some sort of of, like-mindedness, but you have the justice in reverse. So whatever it was, it put you all outside of your element, and I don't think you like feeling outside of your element. You don't like feeling like that. Like you don't like that a person has like you don't like that you've allowed yourself to feel this way. So you're trying to put this down, you're trying to put the burden down. You are definitely disappointed, absolutely disappointed. But you feel like it is what it is with the Wheel of Fortune. You feel like it is what it is, and it'll be what it'll be. God's rejection is God's protection, no matter what. You are absolutely disappointed in this situation or with the circumstances of this situation, and you're trying to stay strong. You're trying to keep your emotional equilibrium, trying to remain balanced, trying not to lose yourself in this situation. You don't want to lose yourself in this situation. You might be angry at yourself for feeling some sort of way, or for, feeling, yeah, you might be angry at yourself for feeling some sort of way. Like, I can't believe I let them get to me like that. I can't believe I let them get to me, or get under my skin, or um let me feel that sense of hope. I can't believe I let them play me like that. It's like a part of you almost feels responsible for for letting them in the first place, you know? But I think you just like threw caution to the wind, like, okay, let's see what happens. Like, it is what it is. But you did feel a connection with this person. You felt like they were on the same page, had the same like ideas, whatever. So you're trying to remain strong. Try to remain strong, try not to lose yourself. This person feels really restless. Like, I feel like they were irrational. Something happened that was extremely irrational. They might have been impulsive. They could have jumped to conclusions. Um, they could be trying to just work to put it away. They just want it. They're trying to get the rest. They're trying to put it to rest. They're trying to put it down, put it to the side, act like it didn't happen. It's only when I'm talking, it's weird. Like, I don't know, some warm water. Yeah, right now I'm drinking cold water, so you're probably right. After I'm done with this, I'll put on some tea and I'll make sure that I have warm water. Because it's like, it's not in my lungs, it's like in my throat. It's like something to do with my throat. Could be my throat chakra. Maybe there's something I need to say. I don't know. But yeah, this person felt like it was bad luck, bad timing, the Wheel of Fortune. In reverse here, they do feel a little bit of unfinished business. They have a lot of unanswered questions. But I feel like they acted recklessly, like impulsively or recklessly, or they jumped to some sort of conclusions. They do feel a sense of unfinished business. Like, they have some questions. They have more questions. They got answers. But they're trying to just put it to rest. They could be just really super tired. Like, this whole situation makes them tired. But I feel like they were extremely impulsive. I don't know. They definitely feel like they didn't reap the reward, reap the benefit of their work. Like, they felt like they should have harvested more out of this situation than they did. There just feels like a giant disconnect here. Lack of communication. Like, a lack of communication and a whole lot of filling in the blanks, like letting imagination run wild. You know how we do that? 444. Woo woo. Good morning, Siva. Good morning, Team India. I want to go to India so bad. Like, I absolutely would love to go to any of them Shiva temples, man. Like, so freaking beautiful. I have I have a lot of love for Shiva. Like, a whole lot of love for Shiva. I have a video in my playlist about the time that I met Shiva. Um, it's really amazing. Shiva totally changed my life. I love Shiva and Jesus for sure. But yeah, this person just kind of feels like they just feel really impulsive. I don't think they were really ready to step into anything. I don't feel like they were ready. And they're just trying to do their work and go to bed. Do work, go to bed. Go home, go to bed. Go home, go to bed. All right, let's go on to the female collective. If you are a female Libra, this will be for you. And we're talking about energy, not gender. All right. Female Libra, energy check in. What do we got? You versus them. Libra, you feel like a huge emotional loss. Like you feel like you poured your heart out and like got slapped in the face with it. You know, like you were vulnerable and um with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's like you might have poured your heart out to someone or to a situation and then ended up with an empty cup, like now you're going to refilling your cup, refilling your emotional cup here. It's like you drained yourself emotionally with this situation. There's definitely an emotional loss. You're trying to regain your courage and your confidence. It's like you're taking a step back to like reestablish yourself, to real like, okay, put your crown back on, right? um just working on loving yourself. Like you're not indecisive about the situation. Like you see it exactly for what it is. So you're trying to regain your equilibrium, your zest for life, um your creativity. Like I feel like something like it's like you had a misfire. Jeez. Some sort of misfire there. Like you weren't running on all cylinders. Got to do a little bit of inner work there. You know, you're back to focusing on yourself, like becoming financially independent, working on self care, working at home. Those are all words that are at the bottom of that card. You got courage, confidence, independence, working on your zest for life, being determined. But you might have felt like whatever this was unnecessary. It was like unnecessary, you know? Like, okay, that was unnecessary. You got the chariot. So you're just ready to move forward. You just want movement. You just want to move forward. You're not holding on. You're not holding on to it. You're not like you're accepting it for what it is and letting it go. Like, all right, cool. It is what it is. Like you're not trying to feed it too many emotions. It's like you might be um you're like, okay, enough. Like, okay, like I've examined this. I've like reflected. I've done enough reflection. Like I've allowed it to take too much of my time already, too much of my inner joy already. Like you've allowed the situation to take too much from you as is. So you're trying to push forward, trying to regain your emotional equilibrium. You might not understand, like you don't understand it, but you're accepting of it. Like you're not going to go searching for answers. Like you are in you just accept it for what it is. Okay, it is what it is. It doesn't mean you don't feel some sort of way about it. I mean, it definitely got you in your emotions with the Ace of Cups in reverse, but it's like you'd rather it be like that now than later. And you're just pushing forward, pushing forward. This person is waiting. Like they're sitting around waiting. They might be waiting to hear from you. Jeez. I don't know if you guys have done this before. I don't know if you guys have been on and off or on and off and off and on and on and off. Um, but this person is waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for. Waiting to hear from you, waiting to see what happens with you, or they're waiting to see you sad or something. They're waiting for you to feel some sort of way, or they're waiting for you to reach out to them. You know, you got judgment in reverse. They've got judgment in reverse, and they have the tower in reverse. So this person could be going through like a major tower moment, or they just went through a major tower moment. You know, um they're averting, like they're averting any sort of like actual shadow work. It's like they're just trying to fill their time with whoever, whatever, however. It's like they're not sitting with themselves at all. Like this person, ooh, they could have some sort of addiction issues, or alcoholism, or just a toxic mindset in general. But this person is absolutely going through it. And this might have nothing to do with you. This could just be with their life in general. They have a lot of self doubt, a lack of awareness, huge inner critic. They feel that they just fill their time with unnecessary noise, unnecessary chatter, because they don't want to deal with the demons that they have in their closet. I think they have a hard time taking accountability. You know, they might have lashed out and been really super mean. You know, and that could be part of the demon that's attached to them. It's like when they're like, I know that when I'm angry or whatever, like especially in the past when I've been angry, I am mean as hell when I'm angry. So I try really hard to just not be angry, and when I am angry, I try really hard to not be mean while I'm angry. I don't think this person has a hold of that type of like emotional awareness. They could be definitely putting blame. They could be putting blame on everybody else, on everything else. And I just really feel like you're just trying to move on, like you're just trying to not let it get the best of you. I really feel like the universe did you a favor. Like whatever happened, um happened exactly the way that it was supposed to happen. The universe sees things that you don't see, you know? So rejection is protection. Like you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what conversations they were having that you didn't hear. You don't know um you don't know what the universe saved you from by taking this person out of your life. So whatever happened was supposed to happen. I think this person had a whole other side of them that you probably wouldn't have been okay with. All right, let's go to the Scorpio collective. Pork chops. You guys talking about pork chops? Yum, yum, yum. Julie has a degree in culinary arts, so my mom was one class away from having a degree in culinary arts. They used to have their own bakery. Oh, I got to better keep it pushing because I got this whole other live I got to do too. I'm going live today to talk about my story and like why you guys are so absolutely like why you guys mean so much to me, and um you know, to let you know exactly where I come from, like no sugarcoating, no hiding. Y'all are gonna like I'm gonna put it all out on the table, pretty much like I do with my book. Like it's gonna be all out on the table, and I'm gonna share with you my life story for the most part, let you know exactly where I came from and why I'm here and what I'm doing and why you guys are so absolutely appreciated and loved and cherished. And um, yeah, that will be today. I'm going to do that. But trigger warning, there's going to be some sensitive topics, okay? Scorpio. Oh, yeah, that's right. Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome here. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on. Whatever time you're watching this video, we are going to do an energy check for you versus them. And we're doing it a little bit differently today. We're going to do separate male versus male and energy, male and female energy. So if you are a male Scorpio, where this is for you. All right. And we're talking about energy, not gender. So if you are a male Scorpio, we're going to do a you versus them energy check. What do we got for the male Scorpios? You have the High Priestess in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Wands in reverse. So what's up with that? What's up with the High Priestess being in reverse? Are you not listening to your intuition? Are you know something? It's like you know something, but you don't want to follow through with it. It's like you don't want to listen to your inner knowing. It's like even though you know that this person probably has a lot of red flags or something, it's like you tried to sweep those underneath the carpet. I feel like at first you really didn't listen to your own inner knowing. Like you probably saw a lot of red flags and you were like, no, that's cool, you know? And now you're kind of mad at yourself for not listening to yourself. Like you probably already intuitively knew that whatever this situation was like no good for you, and you didn't listen to yourself. So you're kind of that's I've noticed that's when I've been the angriest, is like when I knew somebody was like no good, or I knew for a fact they were lying to me, you know, and I would go to bed kissing on them like, oh, I believe you, baby, you know. In the meantime, like I'm tossing and turning like this mofo, like I know they're lying, I know this, I know that, like I know, you know, but still like kissing on them to try to save face. It's like a part of me feels like that's what you were doing, you know, like, and you were like really beating yourself up over it, but now you're moving into a sense of like inner peace, like acceptance, and like, okay, it is what it is, with the sun card in the upright. Jeez. But I feel like you have been really harping on yourself for not seeing or not paying attention to your own intuition, and you're starting to move out of that like beating yourself up. Like we are our own worst critics. So you are just coming into a phase where you're starting to be happy. I feel like just as you are getting over this situation, then this person is like, hey, what's up, Scorpio? You know, and you're like, okay, can I call 1-800 like Becky and get my sanity back? Because like I feel like this person made you like lose a part of yourself. It's like you lost yourself in this connection or in this situation. Like you didn't feel like you were good enough. You didn't feel like you listened to yourself enough. It's like you really beat yourself up over it. And then as soon as you start getting over it, like as soon as you start finding your inner peace and your inner balance, it's like this person comes all, what's up? What's up, Scorpio? Remember me? And it's like they're not coming back to be lovey dovey. It's like I feel like the universe is putting this person back into your life to see if you will take the bait. Are you going to take the bait? Are you going to take them back? Are you going to take them back? This person is they've got the star card, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius. We got Aquarius, we got Leo, we've got Cancer. This person is hoping that they could just, schmooze their way right back in. But I don't feel like they're coming with the best of intentions. I don't feel like they're coming to make things right and to be the person that you know that they could be. Like I feel like they just want to make sure that you still have feelings for them, that you would still choose them. It's like especially if you just started like talking to somebody else or just started, you know like you pulled your energy away from them. It's like they noticed that you're not at their beck and call anymore, so they're trying to put you back into their, like they're trying to make sure that you're back being wrapped around their finger in some way. Hi, Doris. They liked it when you were wrapped around their finger. They liked it when you would do whatever needed to be done at whatever was convenient for them. There was absolutely like no equal give or take here. But this person is coming back because they feel that you've pulled your energy away from them and that you might have completely moved on. So they're hoping that they can get back in with you. But with the Fool in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse, they're not coming to tell you all that you want to hear. They might fill your head full of some bull, but they're not speaking because that's how they truly feel. It's like they're telling you what you want to hear. They're trying to make sure that they still have you, you know? Like they feel like, oh, well, I've always got Scorpio. Scorpio will always, like they're always going to choose me. It's like if you get in a new relationship with someone else, like this person will probably come in and stir up crap just so that just so they know that they've still got you. There are people out there that are like that for sure. So be careful with this person. All right, trust your intuition because you'll be super sad at yourself if you don't. Don't let them. Don't let them. All right, let's go to the female Scorpio collective. Scorpio females. You versus them. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please remember to hit that little like button, all right? Little hearts in the circle. Share with your friends. Share with your hot mailman. Share with your hot mail lady. You are a Scorpio female. We got the Three of Swords in reverse. The Three of Pentacles in the upright. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it feels like there might have been a third party in this situation. Like you're healing from heartbreak from a third party. There was a whole lot of like, why am I not good enough? Why didn't they see my worth? Like kind of like Like you might have like begged this person to treat you right. You should never have to beg for a person to treat you right. Like I think this person left you like an emotional wreck. Like I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like usually when two people break up or whatnot, like there is one person that is a complete and total wreck, and like they feel it all right away. They stay single, they do their crying, they do whatever, and then there's another person that's out like acting like they're having the time of their life, you know? And then 6 months later, like the person that's crying, the person that was crying at first is like totally like okay with themselves and like healed, and then the person that was out there acting a fool or whatever like is now doing all the crying. Okay, so I feel like you are in this emotional state right now where you're the one that's like super upset about the situation and doing the inner work and are upset about it, and then they're out there acting a fool, um pretending like it doesn't matter. But guaranteed in about 6 months from now, it'll be the opposite. Like you'll be the one that's completely healed from the situation and you'll be okay with moving on, and then this person will be crying over the situation. I feel like they're trying to make you jealous, oh, look what I'm doing, look what I can do, look what I can do. They might even be posting pictures with their new person, um just to make you jealous. And that's so rude. Like, why do people do that? Like, why do they get into a relationship with someone else? It's like this poor innocent person that they're with doesn't even know that they're being used as a pawn. It's like the person, like they're not even interested really in the person that they're newly hooked up with. It's like they're just a pawn to try to make you jealous, to try to make you hurt. It's like they're only posting selfies with this other person, not because they're really super in love with this person and they're happy. It's because they're trying to make you sad, which is soup. Like that's just jacked up, you know. I don't know how many times I've seen that situation happen or I've been in that situation, but I feel like you're in the um you're healing this heartbreak. Like you're really feeling it and trying to heal it. And this person is acting like they give no, like breaking up with you was the best thing that ever happened to them, but soon enough they're going to be in this like, oh well, I let them get away, like the one that got away, and then the new person that they're with is never going to feel like they're good enough, and then it's going to just going to perpetuate this whole cycle. And it's all because like they're not actually super happy with this new person. They just haven't done the inner work. Like I feel like you're doing the inner work, you're doing the healing, you're feeling it to heal it. You could be having a lot of financial burden too, like maybe like y'all made a lot more money together as a team, so without them, like there might be a little bit of a financial burden, but you will bounce back from that. You will find your financial independence. All right. The male girl. Ooh. I'd be spying on my mom's mailman. I would call him the hot mailman. Like, what's up with the hot mailman? But yeah, this person's not doing. They're not doing the inner work, but it will all, like, all at once. It'll all come crashing down on them. Like they'll feel all of it at once. It's like almost like that. When you pull a rubber band and you pull it and you pull it and you pull it, and then finally it snaps or you let it go, and it's like it's got that much more momentum. It's like when the healing hits this person, or the reminiscing hits this person, they're going to feel it all at once, where you're doing the work and you're taking the time to heal it in the moment, and this person's running from it. They're running from it and avoiding it, so when it does come back to bite them, they're going to feel it all. All right, let's go to Sagittarius. Yeah, I said I call him sexy mailman. My mom's sexy mailman. Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius, welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you're watching this video. Please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It does a little click for you, but a big bada boom for me, okay? Big bada boom, chicken good, multi-pass, Johnny 5 alive. Okay, so we are doing this energy check-in. We're gonna do an energy check. We are going to do an energy check if you are a male or if you are a female separately. All right. So if you are a male Sagittarius, we're going to do an energy check for you. Okay. You versus them. And then we'll do the female collective after this. So you definitely, your money, like you've been working on your money's been on point. I think that's been your main focus. I feel like you realize that this person might have been a distraction, or they might have been taking more than they give, especially as far as like finances were concerned. It's like you might have been the breadwinner, and they they would just like almost expect it, and like they didn't give you an acknowledgement for how much like you really provided for them. I feel like you have come to your senses about this. Like you've come to your senses. Like you might have been super hurt about it before, but it's like now that they aren't, like now that you're not taking care of them, it's like you are able to produce so much more. Like you are so much more abundant, financially especially. Um like your finances are, if they haven't already, they are going to be on point for sure. Like you're recuperating all that you've lost, recuperating. And I feel like you're ready to you have the Fool, so you're ready to start an adventure, to start a new cycle. Maybe you want to start a new cycle with this person, or just start a whole new adventure altogether. Or maybe you just started this, maybe you just took a new job opportunity. Like maybe you weren't, like they didn't allow you to do, like something about the relationship before wasn't allowing you to move forward with this job opportunity. But now that you don't have to take them into consideration, it's like now that you're not having to consider a whole nother person and how they feel about stuff or what their opinion's going to be, it's like now you can move forward. Like I really feel like this is something to do with a job or a job opportunity. It's like now that you don't have to be considerate of this other person's feelings, like you can really actually move forward. So there's somebody out there that really needs this as a confirmation that you are like to go ahead and take that job, to make that leap, to move forward with this career opportunity. Like I feel like that there's a very specific message for someone. This person um is feeling like a whirlwind of emotions. They might have thought that the grass was greener on the other side. They really didn't realize how much you provided for them until it was too late, until it was gone. And it's like now that they don't have you providing for them or being considerate of them, it's like now that you have left the situation or left them on red, um, it's like they really are really starting to feel the lack of your affection. Like they didn't realize how much you did for them, how much you really put forward, like how much energy, like how good you were to them. Like they didn't realize how good you were to them, like how much you took care of them and supported them, and you know, really took into consideration their feelings, like in their wants and desires and aspirations. And I feel like they thought that they were going to do better without you, but now that you're out of the picture, it's like it's all hitting them at once. It's like they didn't know what they had until it was gone. You know, they could be trying to come back with a reconciliation with this Ace of Cups here. But It's like now they feel the weight of the world. It's like I feel like they feel the whole weight of this world, the whole, like they didn't realize how much you protected them from the world, you know, how much you protected them um in general. And it's like now they're having to fend for themselves, and they feel a little overwhelmed by the world, by the responsibilities of taking it on. But I feel like you really spoiled this person. Like this person had it all, like they were completely spoiled, and they didn't realize it. They took it for granted and they just thought that that's the way the world was. Hi, Lindsay. And got a huge rude awakening. They're like, wait, the world doesn't take care of you like that? Like, actually, I was actually really cherished and I didn't realize it. But it might be like it feels like you're taking a different opportunity. You're taking a leap of faith elsewhere. It's like them not being your responsibility is like almost like a weight lifted off of your shoulders. It's like you feel freer, like your energy feels freer. And you are taking an opportunity elsewhere. And yeah, this person is definitely in panic mode and doesn't know how to cope because you spoiled them. You spoiled them and they didn't even realize it. They just took it for granted and they thought the world was better outside of that without knowing what they really had. So, fucked around, found out. All right, let's go on to the female collective. If you are a Sagittarius female, what do we got for the females? Female energy, check in, and it's energy, not gender. Okay, so if you resonate with being a female, we're doing an energy check of you versus them. I feel like you there's definitely an emotional loss here. Like you're trying to regain your emotional equilibrium. like you're trying to put your heart on the table, or you're trying to not wear your heart on your sleeve, you know, and trying to be emotionally logical. Like you're trying not to let your emotions make decisions for you, or to act irrationally with your emotions, you know. But the fact that you feel something, it makes it valid. Okay, like any sort of emotion that you have is valid no matter what it is. It doesn't necessarily make the circumstances true, you know. Like it might not be true, but your feelings are always valid. Like the reason why you feel a certain way might not be the exact truth, but your feelings are valid. And I feel like you are trying not to be overly emotional, not to be overly emotionally invested. It's like you're wanting to keep your head on yourself and not lose. It's like you've probably lost yourself too many times being with someone else, you know. Like then your lover becomes like the center of your world, and you're really trying hard to keep your emotional equilibrium there, you know, to try to make sure that you don't lose yourself in the process of loving someone else. You're definitely trying to make sure that it is not a sex-based connection, or that you're not getting involved in any sort of sex-based connection. That could be it too. Like a lot of times, like we confuse sex for love, especially as a female. Like, you know, we end up falling in love with someone because like they rocked our world type of deal. Okay. Make sure that I think you are trying to make sure that you're distinguishing between those hormonal feelings and like a real true genuine connection. And you are doing a good job. I think you're doing a good job battling that demon and remaining in control of your emotions. Like you're trying to keep yourself. It's like you don't want to lose yourself. You're not going to lose yourself in this with this person. This person over here feels like they've got it all. They feel like they are all that in a bag of chips. Like they feel like you think that they're all that in a bag of chips. This person feels really intuitive. You know, they might intuitively know what it is that you want, and they might intuitively know how to give it to you, or to give you like to for they might know what you want to hear, or they might know how you want to feel. This person might be super um attached to you psychically. Like they might be tapped into your psyche, and that might be why you're so, like, you feel like you have to maintain control of your emotion. You know, like you're trying to make sure that you aren't just getting carried away in the whirlwind. But this person feels very, very, like, they feel very psychic, feel very psychically in tune. They could be a Pisces. We got Pisces, we got Capricorn, we got Cancer. So yeah, they feel very in tune. I don't know if they're just in tune to you. You might think that it's too good to be true, so you're not trying to get carried away with it. This person might have just started a new financial, like, it might have been, maybe this is a work thing. Maybe you guys met each other at work, or they're like the new person at work. But they just started something new to do with pentacles. Might have got a new job. But this person absolutely feels like they are all that in a bag of chips, and that they've got what you need. Like, this person feels like, I got what you need. And you might feel like it's too good to be true. So you're trying to hold on to that. You're trying to hold on to that. Like, you don't want that devil. The foosball is the devil. So you're trying to, like, make sure that it's actually a real connection, and that you don't lose yourself in this connection. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. This person definitely feels like they are, like, they got you. They got what you need. They have all the ingredients. They are equipped with the ingredients, okay? They are equipped with the know-how. Like, this person just feels like they are psychically in touch with what you need. All right, let's go to the female collective. If you are, oh, it still says Scorpio. What the hell? I never changed my banners. Sagittarius female collective. If you resonate with being female, let's do an energy check. Energy check for female Sagittarius is, and then it's gender, I mean, not gender, energy, okay? If you are a Sagittarius female, we're going to do a you versus them energy check. What do we got? You versus them. I am reading Sagittarius females right now. Bye, Doris. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you being here. Ooh. So, like, you are definitely feeling at the top of your game. Like, right now, like, you are getting a lot of attention, a lot of public recognition. Like, you are feeling like you are absolutely on fire right now. The the 6 of Wands in the upright and the Strength card, you are absolutely feeling like you're on fire, like you are just the best you right now. Like, you feel like like you aren't settling at all. Whatever this is like, you're not settling for any sort of scraps. You're not settling for any sort of conflict, or um any kind of any any bullshit whatsoever. It's like you're not putting up with any bullshit. It's like you have been through it, you've been there, you've done that, you've got the t-shirt. Like you are surrounding yourself with family members, um just being in the moment with people that you know love you. It's like I don't feel like you're concerned right now with any sort of love options. It's like you're not concerned with any sort of any of that. It's like if it happens, it happens, you're cool, but you're totally cool by yourself. It's like you're just really digging your own energy right now. You're really digging being single and mingling. It's like you might be mingling, you might be going out on dates, like but you're absolutely not settling for any you're not settling for anything. It's like unless it's absolutely perfect or absolutely right, it's like you're not settling. And this person over here can like absolutely feels it. Like if there's somebody that you've been dealing with, like they feel that they're not good enough. Like they don't compare to your standards. It's like they don't feel like they are going to be able to meet you where you're at right now. They don't feel like they are on your level. There's definitely a lack of confidence on this other side. They could be really discouraged. Like it might be really like they feel like they're in competition with the whole world or with your family, or that they have to fight for your attention. They might be coming up with creative ways. It's like, well, look what I can do, look what I can do, look what I've made. They might be materialistic, but you don't care about the material stuff. You're like, okay, that's cool, but who are you as a person? Like that's cool, you drive a Benz, like okay, that's cool, but who are you as a person? Who are you on the inside? It's like nothing. It's like it doesn't impress you. Like whatever it is that this person has been trying to portray is like it's that's not what is impressive. That's not how they're going to win you. That's not what is impressive. It's like that's not all that you're looking for. Like you want to make sure that you're with with like an equal, and this person doesn't feel like they're up to par, or yeah, something about you intimidates the hell out of them. Like this person is absolutely intimidated, either intimidated by your 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 presence, like how admired you are. You get a lot of public recognition, um, and they could be really intimidated by that. And you can't have that. Like you're like if you're gonna be intimidated by the love I get from the outside, then it's almost like you're in my way. Like if you're gonna feel like you're in competition with the recognition and the admiration I have from the people that truly love me, then you're like in my way. It's like you're either on my side or you're in my way. And I feel like you think this person is kind of in your way. It's like the way that they handle themselves isn't very like kingly, you know? Isn't very kingly. And you've about had enough of it. You're like, "Okay, well, I can't feed you. I can't feed your insecurities continuously." Like you're going to have to work on that yourself. Like your insecurities are not my problem, you know? And if you it's like this person just doesn't feel good enough. They don't feel like they're up to par. They're super insecure. They're super insecure with the amount of attention that you get. But like this person knew the amount of attention that you got before they even tried to hook up with you. So it's like they knew what they were getting themselves into and went for it anyways, and then they just can't keep up. They can't keep up. They can't keep up, Sagittarius. Bye, Tanya. Thank you for so much for being here. If you haven't checked out Tanya's channel, well, this is her other channel, but Miss T, please give Tanya a follow and a holla and some love. Bye, FG. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I get all caught away in the reading and I forget to look at the chat, but yeah, this person just can't keep up with your energy. They thought they could. They thought they were all that in a bag of chips until they met you. And then you like outshine them and they're not sure how to handle that. And that is not a you problem, Sagittarius, that is a them problem. So this person doesn't feel like they can provide what it is that you need. And you know exactly, like you know your worth. So you ain't having that. You're like, okay, that's cool. Deuces. All right, let's go to the Capricorn collective. Capricorn. Beep, beep, beep. All right, Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Welcome in. Welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you are watching this video. We're going to do an energy check. You versus them. We're going to do the male collective and then the female collective. All right. We're going to do them separately. Something a little bit new. So if you are a male Capricorn and we're talking about energy, not gender. All right. If you resonate with being a male, we're going to do an energy check for you. And then we will do the female collective. All right. So please remember to hit that little like button on your way in or on your way out. It's a little click for you, but it's a big bada boom for me, okay? Big bada boom. Big bada boom. Something about a big old booty. Big old booty. Big old booty bada boom. I don't know. All right. If you are a male Capricorn, energy check. Are you reminiscent, Capricorn? Reminiscent about the good old days? Something about nostalgia. You're feeling very nostalgic. You could be forgetting what happened between you and a person, okay? Like you could be forgetting about why it ended or what really happened. Be careful with that nostalgia, all right? I feel like you've been really isolated. You've been isolating yourself, like you've been really keeping to yourself. Like you don't go out a lot. You don't really do a whole lot of like you're not out there clubbing. Like you'd rather go camping, you know? You'd rather go camping than clubbing. But I feel like there might have been some sort of major life situation that has been making you like look at your mortality. Something about life and death, something about feeling like you're running out of time or wish you would have had more time with certain people or something. You are absolutely in a position of leadership. Like people look up to you, they respect you, they come to you for their problems. It's like you're the rock, you know, which also puts a lot of pressure on you because it makes you feel like you have no room for failure. Like you don't feel like you can be like anything but perfect. um or this person has put a lot of pressure on you, or the world has put a lot of pressure on you. This person might thrive off of chaos and drama, you know, with the 5 of Wands. There's definitely some sort of drama and competition, chaos, rivalry. Like this person could be like a spitfire. Like they might talk before they think. Okay, Julie. They might just spit a bunch of stuff out without ever really thinking about what it is that they're saying. You could be dealing with a Leo. This person feels like they've got a whole lot of um Like they're like center stage, you know? Like they should be the center of your attention. It's like if your attention is on work or on other stuff, then it's like they throw a fit. This person could also be keeping secrets, or you feel like they're keeping secrets with the moon card here, or they could be a Pisces. It's like this person feels like the kind of person that they have a dream that you cheat on them and then they're mad at you all day, you know, even though it's completely like not the truth. It's like this person will run with it. It's like they get a thought in their mind and they just run with it. You know, it doesn't matter if it is the truth or if it's valid or whatever. It's like they absolutely like get it into their mind about something and then that is the truth. Like they, even if you present them with some sort of opposite information, like they'll refuse to accept it. You do feel unfinished business with them though. Like you feel like there's like, I feel like you have this sense of like responsibility for them in some way. Like you feel like you're responsible for them, like you're like their caregiver, you know, like you've been taking care of them. And it could be because of their emotional outbursts. It's like there's, you have this soft spot in your heart for them, but they have completely irrational, like they're irrational outbursts. Like their outbursts aren't in this realm. It's like they live in like this whole other realm. You know, like I said, like they have a dream that you did something and then they just take that as the truth and they act like that actually happened. But a part of you feels like you are the nurturer, like you're like the caregiver, like you take care of them, like, but it's not your responsibility. Like they're not necessarily your responsibility. But I feel like you have this real soft spot in your heart for them. You know, like a part of you like feels sorry for him, like that you could have like almost like a charity case, you know? Like you know that you could do better. You know that you could be with somebody more mature, more on your level, but there's a part of you that is like just real nurturing to them, like you just want to nurture them. But this person is extremely irrational. They're irrational. And you are their rock, like you are their leader. You are the one that makes all, probably all of the decisions, um is in control of all of the any sort of like adult responsibilities. Like this person doesn't feel like they have very much, like they don't do very much adulting, you know, like they feel very chaotic and like I said, it feels like you take care of them, like you're their caregiver, like, but on a mental, like this person is a little bit of some mental issues going on here. But you have a lot of love for them. All right, let's go to the female collective. Boo boo boo. If you are a female Capricorn, let's do an energy check. Energy check for female Capricorns. Whoo. So it looks like you're trying to regain your inner strength. You're working on your inner strength with the strength card in reverse. Like you might feel really weak towards this person or like this connection. The way that you feel about this connection makes you feel like you're weak. You're like, why do I feel that way? You know, why can't I gain control over my own like emotions? You could be like, you could feel a little bit moody, you know, like if anybody brings it up, like you're like, I don't want to talk about it. You know, like you're trying really hard to not feel this, not feel this connection. Um, you do feel like there's a whole lot of unfinished business there. You know, there's unfinished business. There's a lack of answers. It's like you want more answers. They did something to disappoint you. It's like you're disappointed in something that they did, or something that they somehow that they acted. But this person didn't want this to end either. Like they have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Like they didn't want this to come to an end. They feel a very strong attraction to you, you know, but they are fighting it. They're avoiding it. They're avoiding having to feel this connection. Like they could be the runner. Maybe they're running. But you're trying not to lose yourself in this. It's like you're trying to maintain your strength, you know? Like something about like if you let go, like you don't want to lose, like you feel like this person could absolutely destroy your world, you know? Like you're like, well, if I let you in and I give my heart to you and like you rip it up into shreds, like it would completely like you're trying to maintain control. Maintain control over yourself and over your own emotions. And I feel like this person absolutely feels this connection. They absolutely feel it, but I feel like they're scared to death of it. So they run from it. They're running. They're like a runner. Even though they don't want it to be over, they didn't want it to end. They didn't know, but they don't know how to. They don't know how to go forward. Like this person runs faster scared. All right. It's like they have that Ned Flanders scream, insert Ned Flanders scream and run. You know, they're like, oh my God, emotions, gross, you know, circle, dot, dot, got my cootie shots. This person is absolutely not comfortable with feeling as deeply as they feel. And I think that disappoints you because I feel like you know that they have emotions for you. You know that they love you, that they want to be with you, that you know that they have this deep feeling for you, and then they run anyways. You know, and you don't understand that. Like that's like it's disappointing. It's disappointing that they can't face their own truth, you know? They can't follow their own heart's true desire. But you're trying not to be obsessed with the idea, trying not to let it trying not to let it rule you, you know? But you're also not at their beck and call either. Yeah, see, this person, you got the Fool card. The Fool card, the Lover's card, the Eight of Cups in reverse. Like, this person absolutely wants to come to you. But for some reason, they are running. They are running. They're a runner. You know, and you're trying to not give this so much energy. You know, you're trying to make sure that you aren't you aren't gonna be there if they call at 3 o'clock in the morning to come do some dumb shit. It's like you're not giving them your all right now. Like you're trying to save some for yourself, you know? You're trying to maintain in control of your emotions. This person absolutely, like if they act like they don't care, they definitely are running faster scared. This person is absolutely scared to death of this connection. And you know it. You have that sense of it. Like you're like that's why you're so disappointed in it. It's like you can feel that they feel this way. But they refuse to admit it, or they refuse to come forward. And that's disappointing. I can see why you're disappointed. See why you're disappointed. You're really disappointed in this person's actions and their behavior. Because they do. They got that Lover's card. They absolutely do feel this connection. They're just running from it. They are a runner. Run, run, run. All right, let's go to the Aquarius Collective. I did do male and female, right? Capricorn? Yes. Okay. Aquarius. I better hurry up. I got this whole other video I'm supposed to do. I didn't time them right. I thought I'd be done with this one way faster. I thought that this would be like okay, no big deal. All right, Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, welcome here, welcome back. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on, whatever time you are watching this video. We are going to do an energy check between you and them, you versus them. And we're going to do an energy check. If you are a male, all right, if you resonate with being in a male energy, not necessarily gender, but male energy, we'll do you and then we'll do female, all right? So if you are a male Aquarius, we'll do you and them. What do we got? We got the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Empress. So there's a lot of reminiscing, a lot of looking backwards, you know, a lot of I wish I wouldn't have said that, or I wish I could have done this, or if I had a new opportunity, I would do it this way instead of that way. You know, there you might have felt like there was somebody that was sneaky, somebody being deceitful, or that you might have felt like betrayed in some way with the Five of Cups here. You know, you could have felt like somebody was like, you know, win at all costs, get you at all costs, hurt you at all costs type of deal. It's like they didn't have any sort of understanding of their consequences. It's like they just do what they do and like worry about the consequences later. I feel like you might have children with this person. It's like this, like with the Empress here. You might have children with this person, or they could be the mother of your child. But you definitely feel a sense of betrayal, or like that they have no no real remorse for any of their actions. It's like they just do what they do, and it's like they don't understand that their actions have consequences, or how their actions affect, maybe how their actions affect your children. You know, there might be something that's going on that you don't necessarily agree with, that you don't agree with, like your children seeing, or how your children are being raised, or something to do with like a baby mama or something. Maybe you don't agree with your child being around like your baby mama's new boyfriend, or um something to do. There's definitely something to do that's outside of your control. And there's some remorse here. It's like there's all right, Pam Bear, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure I will see you again soon. It's like there's something that's outside of your control that you have no control over. And it's like there's a little bit of this, I wish I would, I wish I coulda, or if we could have done it this way, or if I could have done it that way, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. There's a little bit of going back and forth, like going back into the past, wishing things were different. And this person is absolutely like, they don't want to fight. They're not going to fight about it. They don't want to fight over it. They're going to do like they feel like it's over, like it's done with. You know, and they're pushing forward, moving on. All right. They're tired of the conflict, they're tired of the drama. They don't want to hear what you got to say. Intuitively, I think like you're you got the High Priestess. So, and they got the Lovers in reverse. They feel like this is a one-sided connection, or that they felt like they don't feel as strongly about the situation as you do. Maybe they just don't feel as opinionated about whatever this betrayal is, or whatever this like they don't feel it's like that big of a deal. It's like you definitely feel stronger about this situation than they do. Like they don't feel like it's that big of a deal. They feel like it should just be done and over with, time to move on. All right, they're like done and over with, next. you know, and I feel like you've been going over and over the details in your mind. It's like your intuition is picking up on something and you can't quite figure out what your intuition is picking up on. So you might be filling in the blanks yourself instead of asking questions. So make sure you're asking the questions instead of just filling in the blanks. But it looks like this person is moving on. Like they're like, I don't care. Don't care. Like say what you're gonna say, do what you're gonna do, I don't care. You know? And you're like, but what the fuck? We need to talk about this. You know, we need to discuss this. We need to get this worked through. And they're like, I don't care. Don't care. They don't care. This person don't care. They're done. Moving on. They're like, okay, you said what you got to say. I heard what you said, but that doesn't mean I got to do anything about it. You know? Yeah. This person has a whole lot of lack of emotion. Like they are lacking the emotional emotions to this. It's like they feel like seriously like they don't care. Like, okay, I heard you. That's cool. You said what you had to say. Deuces, you know, and you're like, but do you not feel anything? Do you not feel any sort of remorse about this? Do you not feel like, do you not understand what you're doing? You know, and they're like, in one ear, out the other. Okay, you know, they're like, oh, well, you just want to fight with me. You're just picking on me. You're just like, they might accuse you of picking on them. You're just saying this because you're jealous, or you're just saying this because you're, you know, like you think that you have to be in control, or, you know, like they're very like whatever. They don't care. And for you, like whatever the situation is, like really, it's like you want to discuss it. You want it to be fixed. You want to know what they're going to do about it, you know, how they're going to fix it. And they're like, I have no plans and I don't care to have any plans. Like you figure it out. Like they're not taking any sort of they're not taking any sort of accountability, and they're not trying to change their behavior. They're just going to go do what they're going to do, and they give no remorse about it. All right, let's go to the female Aquarius collective. If you are a female Aquarius, what do we got? You versus them. I feel like you have been unnecessarily loyal. Like you might have just figured out that you've been unnecessarily loyal to a situation that didn't prioritize you. It's like you might have prioritized this person and they didn't have you. Like you might have put them on a pedestal. You know, you might have expected more from them, or, you know, thought that they were a completely different person than what they are. And you have remained like loyal and committed to a situation, or to a situation that would like wasn't like, you were overly committed to a situation that wasn't committed to you. And you're trying to like, it's taken a lot of strength for you to realize this. Like I think that it's like a really hard pill for you to swallow, to realize that you were super invested into something, like you put your all into it, and they weren't on your level. Like they were not, it was not equal. So now you're looking at new opportunities. The Ace of Pentacles here. You could be looking into a new job opportunity. And it's taking you a lot of courage to come out of this, to move forward from this. I think this other person gets a lot of public attention, but they have a whole lot of um like they're kind of like an opportunist. You know, they get off on the validation of something, of like the applause and the validation for things that they've never even completed. They absolutely have a lack of direction. They don't know what they're doing with themselves. They could be in school. They could be in some sort of college or like trade school or something. Institutions and trade schools. But this person is getting a lot of outside attention that has been feeding their ego. It's like they've been feeding their ego with all of this, oh well, this person liked my picture, this person got this person is like, instead of like being real, it's like none of it's real, it's all like illusionary. It's like this illusionary like support and this illusionary attraction and this illusionary like stuff that feeds their ego but doesn't feed their soul. It's like they're all about the things that feed their ego. And they've got the Tower here. So they're going to have some sort of sudden abrupt awareness, something sudden and abrupt. Maybe it's the fact that you figured out that you put them on this pedestal. Yeah, like you're tapping into your intuition, like you're not ignoring yourself anymore. You might be pulling your energy back from this person. And then once you do that, they might realize that you were the reason why they felt so successful. It wasn't all of the other outside attention that they were getting, the likes on their pictures, the this or that. It was like your love, your compassion, your strength that was helping float them. And I think this person's going to get a real rude awakening, because I think you found your worth. Like you've really like you're putting your foot down. You're drawing the line in the sand. The line in the sand. Sticking to your boundaries, not giving so much to this person because you were super overly committed to something that wasn't as committed to you. And this person is going to fall off that pedestal. They're going to fall off that high horse that they're on. It's like they get high off of like the attention from other people, but they didn't realize that it wasn't really the other people's attention that was keeping them going. It was your support, your attention. And yeah, they're about to get a rude awakening. All right, let's go on to the Pisces collective. You guys are troopers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Pisces. I might have to change the time of my other video. Come on a little bit later. I gotta eat something. I have not eaten at all today. I better do that. All right, Pisces. Energy check-in for Pisces. What do we got for the Pisces collective? Energy check-in for Pisces. If you are a male, if you resonate with being a male, we are doing the check-in. You're gonna give this one more try, Pisces? You got trying one more time. You got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So you might give this one more shot, or you want to give this one more shot. You don't want it to be over. You got the Judgment in reverse. You got the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's like this, like the loss of this situation or this emotional loss is like, it's absolutely affected you more than you would like to admit. It's created a lot of self-doubt. You've turned into your own inner critic. Feels like you're kind of like drifting, like you're aimlessly drifting. You're not sure which way to go. It's like any way that you go feels like it's the wrong direction. It's like you feel like you can't win, like no matter what. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like you keep trying, like no matter if you try this way, it's like it still ends up like it's almost like it's biting you in your butt. It's like there's no win. Like it's like a lose-lose situation. You like you don't feel like you could do anything right. You know, it's caused a lot of dissatisfaction, lack of inner joy. Definitely feeling this sense of feeling just lost and kind of drifting, but not all that wonder or lost. You could just be out looking for rocks. This person feels heartbroken. They do have some regret and disappointment. You know, they got regret, they got disappointment, they've got heartbreak, but they're trying to keep that to themselves. With the King of Cups here, they're trying to keep their emotions to themselves. So if they're acting like they're all calm, cool, and collected, like that's a front. It's a front. This person is absolutely heartbroken by this situation. They feel they feel like a failure, or they feel like they failed you. They're very pessimistic. It's a whole lot of emotional pain here. Emotional pain, sorrow, loss, depression. But it feels like it's a no-win situation. It's like there doesn't feel like anybody is winning here. Like neither one of you are winning. The Fool in reverse. Like you don't want to take any leaps of faith because it's like they're leaps of doubt. It's like you're taking leaps of doubt. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like both of you feel like this is a loss. Like both of you feel this loss very deeply. Whatever this situation is. It's like you like they feel that it's over with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and you're not willing to take any sort of leaps of faith because you're taking leaps of doubt, you know? You feel like any way that you move isn't correct. It's like no, there's no winning in this situation. It's like a lose-lose situation. But you guys are both heartbroken about it. It's like you both feel hurt by it, but you don't see any way forward. Don't see any way forward. I feel like you're just really right now in like a time of confusion. Like you are just kind of going like, okay, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to let it be and see what happens. Like, Jesus, take the wheel. But you guys are both heartbroken about the situation. This person absolutely feels regret. They feel like a failure. They feel like they failed you. They failed you in some way. But you haven't given up. Like, even though you have no idea, like, you feel like no matter which way you go is a no-win situation, like, you're still not giving up. You have not given up the fight. It's like you haven't given up, but you're not putting forward a bunch of effort either. Like, you guys both feel like that. You guys both feel this loss. You guys both feel lost. Both feel lost and a loss. Not sure which way to go. Not sure what to do. Don't really have much hope for it. The Lovers in reverse. Just like the remorse of a loss of a feeling. It's like you know that there's not really anything that you can do. And it's not like you really want to push forward and come back together, even though you don't want to let it go. It's like there's just this, like this just feeling bleh. It's like there's no, it just is, you know? It's kind of just like, kind of feels hollow. You feel kind of hollow about the situation. Numb. It's like very numb. It feels very numb. All right, let's go to the female collective. If you are a female Pisces, female Pisces, What do we got? You got the Empress in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Cups. So I feel like you felt like your hopes and aspirations and dreams and whatnot, like you felt extremely betrayed. You feel betrayed by this situation, by this person, by the lack of communication, by the lack of accountability, by the lack of nurturing, by the lack of compassion or consideration. It's like you don't feel like this person considered you at all in their actions. You know, like you definitely don't want to put any more love into the situation with the Empress in reverse. It's like you feel like you've given all that you have to give and there is no more to give. You know, the Ten of Cups in reverse, that's like the happily ever, that's like the permanent contentment in the realm of the heart, but it's like wishes unfulfilled. I just feel like you feel this deep sense of disappointment with this whole situation, with this person, with how they acted, whatever they chose to do. It's like whatever they chose to do, they did not take you into consideration whatsoever. And that's unacceptable, especially if you're in a partnership. Especially when it's like that deep. If it hurts you that deeply, like that's completely unacceptable. The lack of consideration. This person doesn't feel like it's over. Like this person feels like you're going to come back. Like they feel like no matter what it is that they've done, no matter what it is that they do, like you'll always come back to them. You know, with the Six of Cups in reverse here, it's like they don't feel any sort of like they're like, okay, well, I did what I did, but now that I'm done being crazy, get back over here and love me. They don't feel like it's over. They feel like you're going to come back to them or you're going to come running back to them. But I don't think they understand how deeply disappointed you are in their actions. Like whatever it was that they did, however it was that they acted, whatever they didn't take into consideration, it's like it hurt you really deeply. And I don't think that they understand how deeply you're hurt by this situation. They think that you're overreacting and that you're just going to come back. Like, oh, they'll forgive me. You know, they'll forgive me. They'll be back. They always come back. Yeah, they feel like you're just going to come back to them. It's like no matter what happens, no matter how they act, it's like they've never really had to face any sort of real consequences because you've always came back. Because you've always forgiven them, because you've always bailed them out of whatever trouble they were in. It's like they've never had to face any sort of real true consequences. And you've had to eat the burden of all of this. You know, you've had to swallow your pride. You've had to um look people in the eye after your partner has acted a fool. you know it's like they could have publicly embarrassed you, and like you're the one that has had to eat a lot of this, like even though you didn't have to, like you chose to because you wanted to see the best in them. But it's like no matter how many chances you give them to act right, it's like they just don't act right. They don't ever come in correct. They don't ever really fully take you into consideration with their actions. It's like they just do whatever they do, and they feel like you're just going to come back to them. But I think you're trying to move on to your happiness with the Sun card in the upright. It's like you're trying to move on from this situation to find your true inner peace, to find your true inner happiness. This person might have completely moved in general, like maybe they moved out or you made them move out. But underneath all of it, it's like they feel like you'll be back with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse. I don't feel like they've really fully, they don't understand how bad they hurt you or how bad you're disappointed by this situation. They don't understand the severity or the depth of it. They probably just think you're overreacting. And it doesn't look like they are going to fully, they're not going to take serious accountability. Like they might say the word sorry, but they're just telling you what it is that you want to hear. Like they're not changing their actions or their behavior. They don't see how it's really affected you. And you're really hurt by this situation. 10 of Wands. Yeah. You're trying to let this burden go. You're trying to not have it engulf you, to take over your entire being. But they don't deserve it. They don't deserve you. They do not deserve you. Because if they can't consider you in their actions, then you shouldn't consider them in your future, okay? Or in your present. They can't consider you in whatever it is that they're doing, then they don't deserve your consideration at all, period. All right. All right, guys. Those were the messages that I had for all of my signs. I know this was kind of a long video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I got to eat something real quick. I might push back my other live that I'm supposed to be doing in like 10 minutes from now. I might push it back just a little bit so I can get something to eat real quick. And then I will see you guys shortly. All right. And until next time, vroom, beep, beep. Bye bye. Love you.